Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm sure you can read the title of the video, Everything in Order, and that's what we'll be talking about. But first, as usual, I just want to go over why I'm qualified to talk about this. So I was in the hospital years ago, and I found out actually a couple years after that, because this was in 2008, I found out a couple years after that about the idea of using food as medicine. And I became a health coach to spread the word that my journey was a gradual one to trying to figure out what resources and recipes worked for me. And using a health coach or somebody else to kind of guide you along that journey can just change it from being a gradual one to being a quick transition. So to help you, find those things, those resources that you can use, the recipes that you like, things like that. So the other thing along my journey that I learned is that nutrition is just so simple. I mean, a lot of people do complicate things and make them a little more complicated. I always like Dr. McDougall's quote about how people like to I'd like to say good things about their bad habits. So I think a lot of things are just ways to kind of just try to justify what we already do. But the real idea of nutrition is actually very simple. When you take away all the crazy ideas and different things that people say. And I like to remind people that I like to spread that as far as I can. I've kind of made that my personal mission to spread that as far as I can so that people don't need to deal with the symptoms and diseases that they deal with. Most of them, the vast majority of them, can be avoided or even reversed with a healthy diet. So it's really powerful, and I really like to spread that message to as many people as I can. So yeah, back to today at the idea that everything in order. So the way I like to look at things is to make sure that the diet is dialed in, then the supplements that I think of for everyone. For instance, we use Juice Plus and recommend Juice Plus. So that's just a general fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's the micronutrition to nutrify your cells. It's not, anything symptom specific. So just a general, way to boost your health with, because our environment is so polluted, and I'm not really sure how much nutrition is really in our food, because I don't know how much is really in our soils, and therefore in our food. So yeah, I like to use that as like to just make sure that everything's, that our levels are as maximal as they can be. And, just something to kind of ensure that. So, and then the third thing is actually any symptom specific supplements. And I think that if it's not followed in that order, then I don't think you should move on. For instance, I've talked to a lot of people recently that use certain specific supplements for conditions or for symptoms. And I think that's a good idea, but I also think that if the diet and like general supplementation, some people use multivitamins or something like Juice Plus. Again, I recommend something like Juice Plus because it's a whole food supplement, and it's not, it's not the fractionated kind of created in a lab versions of vitamins, and very few vitamins too. It's really the whole spectrum of what's already in nature and what's already in plants. So, but again, a lot of people do go straight to specific supplements for different symptoms or different conditions. And I think that is a mistake, because I think that if you don't really have the diet completely dialed in, or a general supplement completely dialed in first, then I think that you'll get some benefit from the symptom specific supplements, but I don't think they can be as powerful as they can be if you as it is possible, if you follow what I think is like the 3-step way to go about this. So again, the diet and making sure that that's completely maximized in that case, and then a general supplement just to make sure that all your bases are covered and you're getting as much micronutrition as possible, and then symptom specific. So again, going out of order with any of that, I think is like a bad idea. I don't think you're maximizing as much as you can get out of that. And that's really the deal, is to try to get as much benefit. Obviously we all want to get as much benefit as we possibly can. Whether you look at it from a monetary standpoint, as you don't want to waste money on supplements, and just the benefit to your body. You want to get as much benefit as you possibly can. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below or ask me. Just private message me. That's fine too. I definitely, encourage you to do that. I want you to be as active in this process as you possibly can for your own health. So if you have any questions, I post on many different social channels, and I definitely recommend joining our One Simple Change with the Longs page. I will post that down below so you can join that really easily. I highly recommend that. We post different resources, recipes, articles, videos, jokes, all kinds of things. So, and you're definitely welcome to, be part of the community and interact in any way, ask any questions, crowdsourced information, anything you want to do like that. I definitely encourage that. So that'd be awesome. So if you have any questions, let me just check my notes. And yeah, whether you're watching this live or replay, if you have any questions, if you have, if there's anything you want to add that you think I may have missed, go ahead and comment that below. If there's anything you want me to cover in a future video, let me know. If there's any reactions you have to this video, go ahead and post that below, whether it's a comment or an emoji, just to, comment about what you were thinking while you were watching this. So let me check my notes again. Yeah, so I think that's about it. So yeah, have a beautiful and colorful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.